All right, welcome back to another episode of the Hours for Midnight podcast. Myself, Manrov, Jasmine, and special guest, Suman.
I guess like where we'll start is like, yo, you and Ekdeep go back a long way. That's why you came on the podcast. Like,
Yes.
I don't know how you guys really know each other that much. Like, I know a little bit.
We met at Footlocker in 2018. Both of us went to different high schools, but we both worked there part-time, and that's how we became really good friends. And I know you guys always like rip on Ekdeep for this, but I knew him when he was fat. So
I also knew him when he was fat.
But you didn't.
Hey, correction. It's Golumolu.
Golumolu.
No,
Yeah.
I knew him when he was healthy. He was so nice to read. I knew Ekdeep when he was the sex god, yo. That's a little fucked up.
That's
like,
so funny.
Yeah. Ekdeep was
No, but Footlocker was
man.
interesting though, because like I met Suman there initially, and I didn't know who she was, and we just kind of became friends really quickly at work. Because then like I would always just see her, and then me and her would just start roasting on auntie and that were like fucking up the kapde, bro. Like
Dude.
they would come in, fola farali, just fucking kapde everywhere. And then I
Yeah.
saw someone once yell at some auntie. It was so funny, bro. I
No,
was
because I'd like go up to them and be like, do you want help finding a size? Because then like obviously we do it more carefully. Because I'm the one who has to fold all these t-shirts later. And
Yeah.
like the design looks the same if it's a small, medium, or a large.
it's
you know?
the same, yeah, literally.
It looks the same, but they need to like I feel like Apne people are used to like going like how India, like you go into the dukan and they like drape the sari over themselves.
Yo,
and, like,
that's literally the fucking move. I was telling these guys about that shit off the podcast, like on how disappointed I was with this one dukan because they weren't like throwing the pugs at my face when I walked in. They were like so fucking mellowed out. They're just like, what do you need? And I'm like, bitch, you're supposed to show me what I need in this fucking country. Like, legit, that makes it sick.
If I walked in and I was like, hey, what's up? I need a pug. How would you do it?
I'd be like, हाँ कितने मीटर चाहिए केड़ा रंग चाहिए केड़ा कपड़ा चाहिए अब ये है ये जो है you start throwing them out and shit and the guy gets so overwhelmed he just like, oh okay, give me a couple of this. Like that's my
That's
response.
proper. That's
I'm
how
like,
you're
I'm like,
supposed
say
to
whatever it
do it.
takes. Guys gotta calm the fuck down. Just give me 3 minutes. This fucking green, this black's not bad. Give it to me, and that's it. Sales.
No,
Oh.
and Ekdeep was my saving grace there because sometimes I would just be in a bad mood and
Aw.
I would just pretend I didn't speak Punjabi. Straight up. Like
Yeah, she would, yo.
because my name's Suman, so people always think like I speak Hindi because
Yeah.
I don't have a Punjabi name.
Yeah.
So I would just pretend I'm like sorry, like
I
I
don't
only
speak-
speak English,
Yeah.
and then I'd go to the back and be like, "Dude, can you deal with this customer?"
Yo, and the fuck
That's
up,
sick,
the fuck
yo.
things, I didn't have the advantage of doing this because I was obviously a Sangri. So like, I couldn't be like, I don't know Punjabi
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'd come up
yeah,
to me and be
yeah.
like, Pata, humne help chahidi. And I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Dude, because the thing is, Suman would be laughing in the back counter. And then the funniest, this is Suman, I don't know if you remember this, but one time there was a customer came, you did this, you were like, can you help him out, whatever. And I was like, sure. And you turn around and then you saw someone else's parents that you knew and you went up and started speaking Punjabi to them. And our customer that saw it, the one that you told that I don't want to speak
After
Punjabi
that?
saw it. And I was like, fuck, man. I had to
Oh
deal with the
my
awkward
God.
ass situation that was in front of me. I was like, because the auntie literally knew, she's like, "Inne mainu kya Punjabi nahi boldi rahi?" And I
That's
was
so
like, I was like,
That is a move,
I was like, I
though.
want to say another 2 minutes to sec liya na apna kuch da, right? Like
Yeah.
whatever. But like you fucking canned me over so nicely. Because I have to deal with this upset auntie now. Now she knows that you lied to her.
But honestly,
Oh my
sometimes
God.
like Apne customers are the worst. Like
no,
they
of
come up
course.
to you and they're like, and then you're like checking like them out at the till and they're like, so like discount de sakde ho? And I was like, oh, like this is already on sale. And they're like, no, like hor discount chahida. And I was like, kade le? And they're like, apna to apna discount. And I'm like,
Aw.
no, that's not how
You
this
just
works.
like, can it, right? Yo, I
But
started
I
doing
can
it.
get fired for doing that. Like I can't,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we just
yeah.
couldn't do that.
We couldn't even do it if we wanted to. There's
Yeah.
literally no way for us to do it as like
No.
part-timers that we could not do it.
And
Oh,
like, why would
actually?
I do it? Why would I risk my job for somebody I don't even know?
Guys went there for the discounts and shit.
I honestly did.
Yeah.
They could have paid me in shoes with them on a shit I bought. Like,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Suman
yeah.
knows this too.
Yeah. No, me and Jasmine know it too, dude.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
don't
fucking
know.
chill and shit.
I've
First, like,
seen it.
Yeah, me
literally
too.
first day I
Your
got.
shoe collection's impressive.
Thank you, Suman. Appreciate it. No, yo, first day I got there, I literally told the manager I was joking around. I was like, you guys should just pay me in shoes, right? And they actually thought I was just joking around, but no, like literally, bro, every paycheck I just went down and bought shoes.
I know. You can tell.
It's fucked.
If you're in collection orders with like 50K and you wear the same fucking Travis Dunks to my house every day. That's crazy. I don't know how someone does that.
You work out in those.
I do
Yeah.
work out in those, yeah.
The shocking behavior.
That's very shocking.
I have 2 pairs.
It's like desensitized.
Of course you have 2 pairs. It's
Why wouldn't
Ekdeep.
I?
Yeah.
They're my favorite dunks.
Dude, that's wild, man.
Wasn't that?
I don't know.
know.
No, but
Fuck, man. What do you want me to say? Now that you're done nursing, congrats, you know.
Thank
good
you.
job. You passed your NCLEX recently. So good job for you. Now that you're done and you graduated and everything, what's the hardest part about being a nurse?
I think the hardest part about being a nurse is like it's way more than I signed up for. Like it's so different than what they teach you in school. Like there's like a huge paperwork aspect to it that like I didn't know about in school. And then you're also like, we're really short staffed right now. So it's like, I'm not just a nurse. Like sometimes I'm like the therapist and I like do like carry duties and I'm like your physical therapist and like I do housekeeping shit and like you're like the food like the kitchen worker who like helps like pass out food. Like it's just like so many like different hats you wear, and it's like really mentally and emotionally and like physically exhausting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's tough. See, it's like I was saying before, nurses don't get paid enough.
Yeah, y'all
Like
really
you guys are
saving
you be doing the
don't.
most, and like, and then on top of that, you guys' tax bracket is huge too.
Oh my god, I get taxed so much.
But that's like
I,
Canada in general too. It's fucked. Like
Yeah.
I don't
You
look
bring
at
yours,
like
actually.
my taxes anymore. Like it makes me sad.
it really
It
does,
makes
dude.
me so sad.
You can't even save that much on taxes because it's not like it's not like you work for yourself. You're working for obviously a hospital, right?
Yeah.
Well, you
So-
can't write much off. Yeah,
You
that's
can't really
true.
write
But
much off,
No.
right?
it's so weird when you're just like your taxes become more per paycheck than your high school shitty job, and then you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
No, sometimes like I get taxed a paycheck from
Yeah.
my paycheck.
yeah.
That's
It's like
so
so
shit.
weird.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
no one tells you this shit.
No.
That's
And
just
you're
crazy.
just like, shit, man. I signed up to get scammed.
Yeah, sometimes it feels that way. Like I'm like, I labor for my money, so why am I being taxed so much? It's a very fulfilling job. There are very fulfilling aspects of it, but sometimes it just feels like they're like really few and like far in between. I think if I could go back, I would have like gone into pharmacy.
Yeah.
Because like there's like I thought like if you like do your pharmacy stuff, like it's just boring. Like you just work at like
Like your
Superstore
day-to-day?
and or something.
Yeah.
But like at my job we have clinical pharmacists, so like they work like at the hospital, they round with the doctors, like they interact with the patients, like they're there for like me to like contact and like ask about stuff, and like that seems really cool and I would love to do that. But with my job, like I'm happy with it now, but I wouldn't do like I work in a cardiac medical ward, so I was hired and trained in cardiac surgery. So I deal with patients who like come out of cardiac surgery, and then I worked there for 3 months, and it was just like really fast paced and really intense. So I switched over to cardiac medical, which is still a lot at times, but it's more manageable for a new grad. And but I can't see myself like staying at the bedside forever, but it also sucks because then it's like I just need to go back to school and like do other training.
Yeah. Well, that being said, though, obviously, like, we're thankful that you're a nurse because you're definitely saving lives. So appreciate you because there's such a short, like you were saying, it's like short staffed, right? As hell. Like,
Yeah,
there's not
that's
many
true.
nurses, right?
No, like I work at Kelowna General Hospital, so like, and the bigger umbrella for that is like interior health,
Yeah.
and it's really bad up there. Like sometimes like there's lots of small like communities up there, and
Yeah.
like even just this summer, like the Merritt Hospital, they had to close down their emergency room because they didn't
really?
have enough nurses to staff it.
That's
So it's
crazy.
like if you're having like a heart attack, like you're shut out of luck. Like
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
the
yeah,
hour
yeah.
and a half to Kelowna.
Could be like a bad day, and then you just
Yeah.
don't get help. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like they just like don't have the resources to like.
But
during,
they do, man. You can't even cap,
No, but,
man.
like,
They
some
actually
of
do.
It's like a
like-
bureaucratic system, though. You have to go through so many levels
Yeah.
of people to get anything done.
Yeah.
And shit gets lost in
like
translation.
that's the thing. Like, so like all these hospitals are like not staffed and their emergency rooms are closing, and the government's like, okay, like this is a problem. It's happened. It's been ongoing since like COVID started. Let's form a committee. And then they take 6 months to like form
Do
this
anything.
committee, and then the
Yeah.
committee takes another 6 months to like
decision.
analyze all their information and come
Yeah,
to a
and audit
decision.
them.
And then they're like, okay, like now we have to find a way to like pull funding from places or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
such a long like bureaucratic process. So
And
I
it's
feel like
all just people sucking each other off and trying to get the right favors done. Like that's all politics at the end of the day. It's not like they're fucking spending their life savings on making new jobs. It's public money. It's people's money.
Yeah.
Just the people that manage them, they don't realize that like, yo, people could die, and like the time it takes like 5 years to do some shit.
no, everybody bitches about our healthcare system, and like
Yeah.
it's true. Like what happened during COVID was like all of these nurses who were like near retirement, who have like all these years of experience and like such invaluable like knowledge.
Yeah.
They were like they just dipped. They're like, we don't want to be a part of this anymore because
Yeah.
the system sucked then. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't blame them. But now it's like all of those people who like, because like my profs like at UBCO, some of them were quite a bit older and they had a lot of like bedside knowledge, and it's like they had so much to share with students, but like. So all of these like older nurses are gone, and then like those gaps in knowledge, like when you get hired, like those don't get filled.
Yeah.
And then there's just not like nurses. There's not even enough nurses to like be like instructors or like clinical instructors at school or like teach students. That's why the program numbers are limited, because they don't have enough faculty to actually like
Teach people.
teach you.
I feel like I've met a lot of nurses that are depressed. Like a lot. Like they're just like sleep deprived, depressed. You name it. They're just not there emotionally. Like them going into and then seeing them a few years after, it's like they're not the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I work with a lot of people I graduated with, and some of them are definitely like going through it.
Damn.
Yeah,
That
it's
sucks.
tough, man.
I mean, I can see that because you guys have to like deal with so much stuff.
It's just like where you are all day, every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like my job rotation is like 4 on 4 off. So I work 4 12-hour shifts. I work 2 days and then 2 nights, and then I have 4 days off. And it's like I feel like I live at the hospital.
Yeah, that's gonna be my schedule eventually in my career. So
It's very rough.
I feel like
Yeah.
the career that you
Yeah.
chose also makes you very strong, like in the sense of once you've gone through so many, experiences like that, you're kind of like numb to it almost to a point.
I hope I never get numb to it. I
Yeah.
feel like when you
Yeah.
get numb to things, that's when you stop caring.
Yeah.
And like, like feeling things is like what it means to be a person, in my opinion. And like I still feel sad for my patients. Like some of them are going through like really rough things and like in their personal life or like health wise. And like it does like make me feel really bad, and like I do
Yeah.
my best to like kind of like mitigate that for them. Like
Yeah.
even if it's just like spending an extra like 10 minutes like sitting with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think you always need to be like in touch with that like caring aspect, or
Yeah.
else you get really like cold and hardened.
Yeah,
and,
like,
you don't
dehumanized to
want
it.
that's not a nurse you want to care for you.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's facts. You want
Imagine
somebody
just
with some
like walk
sympathy.
into like a
Because there are older nurses who I know like that.
Really?
They've been on the job for like 40 years, and
Yeah.
they're just like,
Just adapt, I
They're
guess.
just
I've heard,
done.
no, I've heard a lot of like fuck up stories too from nurses because they're just like, you can just tell they don't care about their job anymore.
Yeah,
and
they've
like-
been
Yeah.
through so
and then
much.
it's like, if you feel that way, like you should maybe like try to look in a different direction, like career
Yeah,
wise.
no, that's true.
some people feel so stuck though,
That is true. In the Okanagan, I feel like there's like on my unit, like I'm the only Punjabi nurse that works there. So whenever like we have like a huge board in the middle of our unit, and it like says like all the patients and what they're there for. So whenever I see like an Aparna like last name on the board, like even if they're not my patient, like I always go and introduce myself, because like it's always like Bazorg who are like coming in after they had a heart attack and like need care. And like my favorite part is like I walk into their room, I introduce myself, I'm obviously speaking Punjabi, and you can just like see the relief on their face, because like I always think about my grandparents in that situation, and I'm like, how would it feel if they were in like a strange place alone, not able to communicate
Yeah.
like how they're
You're
feeling, if they're
scared.
in pain, and then like random people are just coming in and out of the room,
Looking
poking,
at 'em and
prodding
stuff,
at them,
yeah.
and like they don't even know what's happened to them themselves.
Facts.
So like
That's so sweet. That actually must be the best feeling ever.
that makes like me feel so fulfilled.
Nurse stereotypes. So I'm gonna read out some nurse stereotypes, and I want you to just answer it true or false, okay?
Okay.
And you can choose to explain it further if you want, but just I need a true or false from you, okay? Okay, first one. Nurses need to fit a particular personality type.
True.
True? What's that personality type?
Like I said before, like I feel like you really need to have that like drive in you to want to help other people, or else like you're just gonna hate your life. And like all of the people I work with like have that like big quality where they like want to help other people, and like they care about the well-being of others, and like they want you to like be better and go home.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Nurses come across as dead on the inside.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I feel that way.
But it's kind of calming too if you're like freaking out and the nurse is like super chill and calm. We'll be like, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
go with
but I
both ways.
can't freak out. Like if you're freaking out, I can't freak out with you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
there's
go
no way.
outside the room and freak out.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. I'll just
Fair.
like, I don't mind.
There you go. Last one. The nursing career is only for women.
That's false.
False, right?
I work with male nurses.
Mm-hmm.
They're
But
cool.
why do you think there's so little male nurses compared to female nurses?
I just feel like more kind of like needs to be done to make them feel included. It's like I could ask you the same question. Why do you think there's not enough females in engineering?
Yeah, that's facts.
Right?
True.
More needs to be done.
That
It's
is
just like,
true,
yeah.
I think it can be intimidating, like going into a field that's like mostly like female dominated. Like I would feel intimidated if I walked into a classroom and I was the only girl there and the rest were male engineering students.
What's your funniest Ekdeep story? It could be from Footlocker or anywhere.
Oh my God, I have this video of Ekdeep on my phone.
Oh my God.
What?
And it's like him after work
Yeah.
getting into his car,
Yeah.
and he has like shades on and his like hoodie is pulled over
That's the
his
Ekdeep.
goodie, and it's like he's clipping in his seatbelt and like music's playing and he's like, we're vibing out after work, and then he does this and like I watch it when I'm sad because it makes me
No
laugh.
way. It's like big dog energy. This guy probably
Bro,
smooth as hell. We need to
But
get
it's
that
not
video.
big dog energy.
It's not. It's
just this guy.
It's just me.
Oh my
This was
god.
from when his like beard didn't even connect.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is like
back
when I
then.
looked like, this is pre this.
But yeah, that
Yeah.
$1 million
Yeah.
confidence. That's sick.
Yeah, Suman saw me when
But
I
the
was
amount
like,
of confidence in that video is
It's
it's
like-
good.
it's like eternal.
it's like as the
Really?
people
Why
say-
haven't I seen this video yet? Like,
'Cause
you
it's-
know I'd be down
Because
sometimes.
bro, you know what happened? These guys threw it in the group chat for the work
Or
group
our
chat.
WhatsApp Footlocker group chat, yeah.
For, like, work, and for all my like employee, like the buddies that I
All
work
like
with.
the old people and
Yeah,
everyone.
they all saw, and we had this one guy, shout out Niraj. He used to drop these voice notes in the WhatsApp chat, and he'd be like, "Oi, Senga, ek kapde pa ke tu gurdware jana." Like, it was just like he
He's
just ripped
so
on.
funny.
Really? What the hell? It's a
And our
random ass
manager
guy?
was a Gori, so she didn't understand, but she was
Yeah.
so chill. She just like let whatever happen.
In that group chat. Yeah,
that group
she's
chat
chill
was
about it.
foul, bro.
What
Like,
the
we'd be
fuck?
calling each other up, sending voice notes, and be like, "Sarya ki kariye na tu?
Yeah, yeah,
Hum
mushki
customer nu
and
help
shit.
kar rahe." Like,
That's
Yeah.
jokes.
it's
That's
actually
fucking.
it was jokes, man.
I feel like Suman like having a bad day could fucking ruin someone's life.
Oh, definitely.
Like with just like a casual like one liner.
Oh,
Like, just
she-
a one-liner.
She's hit me with them before, bro.
Yeah,
I told the story off the
This
pod.
guy
I was like-
probably remembers it.
Yeah, I told it off the pod, but I'll say it on the pod too. Like one time I was showing this a couple years ago. I was showing someone like a fit that I bought, and then she's like, "I've seen better. I know you could do better."
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. I'm like thankful she said it though, because like low-key that fit was an L, and I appreciate her because
It was like
she's
too
so
tight
honest.
and Ekdeep was too big, or like what were you talking about?
The thing is,
Really?
and Suman remembers this too. I used to wear XL size clothing at Footlocker, like the uniform, like the little fucking referee jersey you had. I wore it like a size up just to like cover myself because I felt like so like ashamed of being fat.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Ekdeep came a long
No,
way.
he has come a long way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so sweet though. Ekdeep's confidence. It's good to know that you still had some sauce in you back then though. You know, you now and then you'd be feeling yourself. I want to see that video.
I'll show you that. I think Suman
We'll
might
show
have
you
it.
after.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I can be like really upfront, but I need to be like comfortable, kind of,
Yeah.
with you. to
Unless
be
someone's being
upfront.
a bitch to you, then you're just like,
Then I don't care. Then like if
All
you
hell
start it,
breaks
then
loose.
like yeah,
Yeah.
that's your fault. But
Reciprocate.
like
yeah.
I don't know, like I feel like roasting people is like a love language.
Yo,
you know?
that's crazy. People don't understand that.
I remember one time I got her a gift for something. I don't know what it was for. I think it was because it was like your birthday. I think at the time. I made her like this like gift thing.
Yeah.
And it was chapstick. And I told her to open it on FaceTime right when she was with me. And she opened it. And then I was like, she's like, "Oh, it's like, oh, sick chapstick, great." I'm like, "Yeah, you need it because your lips are so fucking chapped all the time."
God
I
damn.
FaceTime him, and this is the first thing he points out. He's like, "Why are you looking so crusty?" And I was like, I wanted to talk to you,
God
but
damn.
she's
Ekdeep,
like, I
yo.
don't want to talk to you. I'm like, "Yo, go fix
Yeah.
yourself."
Before you come back at me with that shit.
No,
yo.
she says the same to me. If I'm like looking like a fucking, if I'm not looking like a wow, then she'll just be like, "Yo, what are
looking
you-"
like a wow. I love that so
I do too.
much.
Yeah, you gotta be
Then
looking like
she'll just
a
like
wow.
rip on me, but it's good. I need people like that. in my life.
Yeah, that's true.
But I have
That's
a lot. I have a
hilarious.
lot of those in my life now, so please don't come to me.
People ripping on you.
I have so many. I have you, her, I have
Yeah,
Jasmine.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
well, yeah.
Then your like self-esteem just drops.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
yeah, it depends on the person though.
Yeah.
it
Like
does.
you guys know how to get.
But I
to
feel
me.
like if everybody piles on top of you, then you're like, oh.
It can
maybe
happen in group
You're like,
settings.
maybe I am really fat. Like,
Yeah.
See,
Which
well,
is
that's
like
what
a
it took-
needed evil.
It took Nimmer like just constantly bringing it up to the point where I was like, damn, like maybe I am fat. And I took a look in the mirror and I was like, shit, I am fat.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a realization moment, right? I wasn't so healthy at one point, you know.
Or I guess for you it was good, but some people wouldn't take it that good. They'd be like, "Fuck, man."
I'd always take it as like, yo, like, if you're my friend, you have every right to roast me. And I have every right to roast you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're
yeah.
a fucking kuri, munda,
That's
anything in
true.
between. I'll roast you. I don't give a. Like Suman gets it. Like
Suman
but I get my fair share too, like all the time.
oh yeah.
So it's like W. Yeah, it's all good. Even you get it. Like me
Those
and
are
you-
the best friendships.
Yeah,
100%.
We can just be
When you're like
straight.
not like walking on eggshells around each other, it's always good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Ekdeep has a good walking on eggshells tangent.
Really.
Yeah, you ripped it a few podcasts ago. You're
Oh,
like, I hate
yeah.
walking on eggshells around people.
I hate walking around eggshells on people, man. It's
Like,
just so annoying.
You kind of have to
Just
do
can't
it
be
to
yourself,
an
right?
extent.
Exactly.
So these are tweets that people obviously tweeted out, and there's some replies to it. So here's the tweet. What's the wildest way someone has called you ugly? This guy told me it wouldn't work out because he doesn't want to mess up the family genes.
What the hell is wrong with it?
You know, okay, I want to
My
respond to
God.
that. Another one I've seen that I feel like is more brutal
Yeah.
was this like text response.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this, I think this guy texting this girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is the first time I haven't gone after somebody for their looks. So can you please act properly?"
Damn!
Yo, can
What
you
the hell?
imagine somebody
Nah,
saying
bro.
that to you?
Bro, I'm tripping about the genes because you're thinking like kids and everything else in the future. Like, you don't want to mess
Like
up
your
the
next
family.
10
Yeah,
generations?
damn,
Like,
that's crazy.
That's so rude.
yeah,
That is really rude.
It is.
That's like calling you ugly in the worst possible way.
I mean, I don't know. You think they were like a roast love language?
Nah, bro.
That's kind of.
I
also
feel
a
like
little too
that's
far.
just hurtful.
That's just
I would be
hurtful.
hurt.
Yeah,
That's just hurtful,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
All right, next one. This girl once told me I look like. Oh, sorry. This girl once told me I looked identical to what she flushes down the toilet.
What? That's fucked.
Some people are fucked, man.
People are so creative.
Yeah, with this
Creatively.
shit, right? Like, how do you cook this up?
Flush, bro. Flush. hit
I
that.
don't want to imagine that. That's fucking nasty.
Imagine
guy-
like a day after like mucho burrito or Chipotle, and that's
Oh
what
my
you put out,
God.
and that's you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
you.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
you, dog. Flush.
Flush.
That's crazy. Some guy told me that God gave all the beauty away to my sister.
To her sister. Damn. It's like, that's why you're talking to me. That's game.
That's foul.
I
Guys are
have a
fucked.
sister,
That's foul.
so I would feel so hurt.
So hurt, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Then I'd go fight her
The
for being
jealousy?
prettier than me.
You have to. Like, it has to be to the death, too. Like, I'd each give you guys, like, a karshi, and then whoever wins, like...
Sokman would win.
Yeah.
Ochi?
Sokman would win. She
But
has she has all the like the pent up rage of middle child.
I once sent a picture of me flexing in the gym mirror to a group chat with all my friends, and one of them replied with, "At least there's one thing about you now that doesn't disgust me when I see you."
What the
Who
fuck?
needs enemies when you have friends like
I
that?
know.
Bro. Mitra ka case chal raha at this point, right? Honestly, dude. What
Such
the...
demon time,
That's
dog.
demon time as fuck. Imagine you're like feeling yourself. You're like, you know, I'm looking good today. Send a
Yeah.
picture flexing to your bros, and they're like, yo, man, at least there's one thing about you now that doesn't disgust me. I don't want to vomit now when I see you.
Oh my
That's
god,
fucked,
man.
man.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
is.
like putting people down for their gym progress is the worst.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
That's
is,
next
it is,
level
it is.
cruel.
It is, because it's like, especially if you're like obviously been in the gym for so long and you're like so jacked, and then like you have like a friend that's just beginning out. Obviously, that's like so discouraging, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
And like everybody starts from somewhere.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and if you like sometimes people forget that when they like
Yeah.
when they get jacked.
I think,
Yeah.
I think the problem, yeah.
Oh, pull it down, man.
No. I think the problem with people with the gym is like comparison is the thief of joy. I really believe that, especially when it comes to the gym, because the people don't realize, like you said, everyone started at one point. You don't just come into the world fucking six packed out with like massive ass fucking dole and shit.
Yeah.
Hara inch dollar, right? As fucking
Yeah,
Gurinder Gill would say,
yeah.
right? So yeah, you got to build up to that. But people always just want to compare. So
no, and like I feel like fitness influencer culture on
Yeah.
like social media and stuff is like huge, and like it's so easy to compare yourself.
so easy. All right, next tweet. How have you ruined someone else's relationship? Okay, first one. I once told this girl I saw her man with 3 girls at the gym, and then I photoshopped a photo as proof to break them up, and now we've been dating for 3 years.
Holy shit.
That's
call it
evil.
That's
Three.
evil, bro.
Yo, I like
for
how you like
3.
read out this like tweet topic and you looked around like I have such good tea to spill.
Yeah.
No,
This guy knows. That's crazy.
That's
yo.
crazy. What
That's-
the
oh
hell?
my god.
Oh my god.
Yo, I feel like that's like weirdly unique. Like if his girl sees that, she'll be like, "Oh, this is
like,
about
what the
me."
fuck? Yeah, it's about me.
Like, this is a
right?
little
It's 'cause
bit too
he's exposing
unique.
himself. What the
Yeah,
fuck are you doing?
exposing
But I
himself.
also like I feel like if I was a guy in that relationship, I would feel really creeped out. But then
Yeah.
I'd also be like, wow, like this person would do anything for me.
Yeah.
You're on both sides, right?
Like if it
Yeah.
works out for the better, then you're just like, okay.
This
kinda.
is clearly
Like,
a ride or
okay.
die, but like she's
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
crazy.
She's a little crazy.
Yeah, a
She's
little
giving a little
crazy.
psycho, right? But
Yeah.
it is what it is. All right, next one. I accidentally sent my best friend's boyfriend a picture of me, and he replied with, "When and where?"
What?
That relationship needed to be ruined.
That needed to be ruined. I think that's
Yeah,
if you're gonna
yeah,
fold that
yeah,
quickly,
yeah,
like you
yeah.
gotta.
You
Oh
don't
my
deserve to be in a
god.
relationship.
Yeah, you don't deserve to be in a relationship.
terrible.
That's crazy. Oh my god, this last one's fucked. Okay, I kissed my best friend's boyfriend and then told my friend that he kissed me. I did it because I was jealous he was taking me away from her. No, sorry, I was jealous that he was taking her away from me.
Ooh.
That's psycho.
That's
That is
fucked.
psycho energy.
But like, I know people that would do this.
that like obsessed friend.
Yeah,
Your
that like
girlfriend's
obsessed friend of like the girl that would do this.
Yeah.
Not like in terms, I
don't
feel like
know.
I know certain people that would do it. Like
And I feel like that's such a tough spot for the girlfriend to be in because her best friend's like, your boyfriend kissed me, and he's like, no, she kissed me.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
believe?
What do you believe?
You just
right?
can't let that shit happen,
But
dog.
here's the
That's
thing,
crazy.
like, okay, I can't even blame the girl for taking her best friend's side, especially if they've been known each other for longer, right? Like if you've known your girl best friend for 10, 15 years, and then you've been only dating this guy for 2, whose side are you really gonna take?
I feel like even 2 years is a long time. Like I feel like if it was like a 5-month relationship, then like yeah, people would like give that up or something. But
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
a really
yeah.
tough spot to be in.
Yeah, it is.
Because like, how do you even ask for proof? You can't.
You can't. It's just like he said, she said
Yeah.
situation, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
All right, last tweet. Okay. Why am I so excited reading these?
Because they're hilarious.
All right, next one, last one. What's something toxic that you like in a relationship? This person replied with,
Why the big sigh?
Because man, I know this is gonna be good. We're getting ready, man. Get my breath
Alright.
together.
Ready? When she cuts off everyone in her life for me.
Okay, you're asking for someone who's fucking crazy.
That's like
That's-
abusive.
That's
Yeah.
abusive. That's like dependent
no,
on.
but like I can see like if the person is clingy as fuck, then they might like this.
Maybe.
Like if you're just clingy as hell. But also that's like asking for problems.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna want you to be like her therapist who used to be her friend, and she's gonna want you to like literally be everyone that she cut off.
She wants you to put on like multiple different hats.
That's
Yeah.
an insane amount of pressure.
You're gonna have to like
for
quit
one
that
person.
job like just to like spend.
Yeah, it's like a
like,
full-time job.
Your
Yeah.
girlfriend's a full-time job now.
well, the
Yeah.
high
That's
maintenance.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
But this person likes that, so maybe
So,
they're
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, fuck it. All right, next person. This person said, "I love going ghost for a few days when she starts obsessing over me."
That's so mean.
Yeah, that is so mean. But honestly, like I've
Bro,
seen that
like,
in like a starter pack, like
Fuck, man. I feel like that's such like a
demon time.
demon.
Do you even
time
like
start-
your girlfriend?
Yeah. Do you even like?
I
your girlfriend at
know
that
it
point?
like comes down to it. Sometimes people just do it for the ego boost too.
I think people do it for ego boost. I think
Just to,
guys
like,
are just
see,
doing it
like,
for
oh.
ego. I think it's
Probably.
ego, or vice versa.
Like you
girls
want
and
to feel
guys.
wanted, but then why
Exactly.
can't you just like hang out with this person and then like obviously like they want to be with you, so it's like the same thing.
Some
I
people
feel like they just want it in like a toxic way.
All right, so we're gonna go into viewer confession now. So, do you want to read out one of them? I sent her to Suman because she's very adamant on reading this confession out. So let's see.
I saw a fight when I was at Walmart the other day. This girl grabbed this other girl by the hair and started dragging her towards the produce section. And when they got there, she grabbed a head of cauliflower and threw it at her. The part that sent me was this uncle that shouted out, "Idango bidi sabajini banti."
What the fuck?
I still can't stop laughing about it every time I think about it. Am I wrong for laughing?
The uncle's goated, man. That's
Literally.
fucking man rub as a fucking adult.
Yeah, don't go be how you want to
Yeah, don't go be so diya.
Dude, imagine getting smacked in the head with a gobi and that's what you
And
hear.
that's what somebody hears.
So I'm like, Banda make your uncle is like, "Uncle, are you gonna help me?" And he's like, "It does have
It does- it does have
I would lose faith in my people.
Facts, man. Why is she
like-
getting dragged in the produce
I
section?
don't know. That is trashy though.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's some serious shit.
Yeah,
That's
Guilford
some serious
Walmart,
shit.
100%.
Holy man.
I was with my friend at a club and some random brown dude came up to us and said, "One of you is really attractive," and then just walked away. I feel like this caused a big rift between my friend and I. What should I do?
That's diabolical.
That's
behavior.
actually fucking instigation on
That's
a
when-
different level.
Yeah.
Both their friends think they're top dog, and then there's all this weird beef.
Bro,
They're better
like,
friends.
Here's the thing, like Suman, right? If someone said that to you and your friend, I feel like you just scrap. Like you just like end up fighting them. The other friend.
No, but like I don't know. I love my friends and like I'm
Uh-huh.
secure with myself and like all my friends are good people. Like they're secure with themselves. I think we just laugh and be like, "What a loser," because that is loser behavior.
Yo, see, you answered it properly, but what if it's someone like you're not really familiar with, like an acquaintance?
Bro, I have like 3 friends. I don't hang out with acquaintances.
Okay, Suman keeps it real with that one. Yeah. You don't be
You're not
hanging
me
out with no
personally.
randos.
I don't have time
No
for
randos.
that many friends.
Fair enough.
That's facts.
Fair
You're an
enough.
adult.
All right, yo, Suman, we appreciate you coming on the podcast. Before we get off, we want to ask you, what did you think of the podcast, and what's some advice you have for anyone that wants to get into nursing?
The podcast is great. Like I feel like your guys' setup is super cool and like it's just like very casual and chill. The vibes are great.
Fast.
And this was a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
Sick.
Fast.
Like
on
I
the
was
report
nervous
card.
when I came in.
Oh man,
Sick.
that's sick.
Yeah.
But it
We
was a
hear
good
that
after
a lot. A
that.
lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm so nervous," and something they do, and they're like, "Yo, this is chill." So
Yeah.
like, we're doing something right.
It's very chill. Yeah.
Yeah. And would you have some advice for anyone that wants to be a nurse? Don't say don't. Don't say don't. Done again.
No, like we need more nurses. My advice, you put it really well before.
Yeah, I said if you're gonna do it with that fire of bringing change inside of you.
Yeah. What manner of said.
Yeah, with
Solid.
that banda make yourself. With that, like, I am gonna be the change. Not just that, like, I'm gonna tell people to be the change.
Yeah.
Ball with you, yeah.
That's it.
All right, yo. Appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in this week's episode. Special thanks to Suman.
Shout out Suman.
Shout out Suman. For
Risked
real.
your life to come down here.
Oh
Let
yeah,
us
on the
know.
Coca-Cola,
On
on the
Coca-Cola.
e-bus.
Yeah,
Legit, bro.
we're the film that like Crazy Truckers TV show where people are like falling.
I'm
off the
just happy
mountain.
to see my fucking best friend again, bro.
Yeah.
Literally,
It's nice to be back in town.
literally, right? All right, yo. See you guys on next week's episode. Take care. Peace.
I agree.